you coming off the cloud chat? What's the first thing that you're aware of?
Mountains.
What color are these mountains?
They have green trees.
They have green trees. Are these like the...
I don't want to...
What is it?
I don't want to get off.
You don't want to get off?
I don't want to go down there.
Why is that?
I have nowhere to go.
You have nowhere to go. How do you know this?
Because I feel alone.
You feel alone.
Now I have to do it by myself.
You have to do it by yourself. I'm here with you right now. We can explore this together. Would that help at all?
Okay.
That you can tell me what you're seeing, and I'm here right with you.
It's just earth.
It's earth, right. You're noticing your feelings about it. Yeah, it's okay to feel that. You're noticing that you don't want to get off. You don't want to go see it.
There's just a lot of great trees and I don't want to step off down there.
What else do you see when you're looking down?
It's like the Amazon forest.
The Amazon forest. There's lots of trees in there. What about
There's nobody's there.
There's nobody there.
Nobody's there. I think I'm going to be by myself.
You're going to be by yourself. How do you know this for sure?
Because nobody's there with me.
Nobody's there with you. Whatever you're in right now, on the cloud or whatever this is.
It's just a bunch of land.
A bunch of land.
But I'll go.
You'll go? What makes you say that?
I guess I want to.
You do want to?
I guess so.
So you have a lot of feelings about this. You feel sad because you know you'll be by yourself. But you want to go as well. What does it feel like? What makes you want to go? What about it makes you want to go?
I guess it'll be different.
It'll be different. From what?
From what I'm used to doing. I liked what I used to
What kind of things are you used to doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh. So then this would be a big change, wouldn't it? You have to do something. And you say you don't see anybody down there.
No. By myself.
You're by yourself. All right. Is it okay to go slowly down there and to start looking around?
Okay.
All right. So let yourself come all the way down, however that goes, softly and slowly, in this green place, until you're now completely down on the earth.
There's a bunch of trees and I know them.
You know those trees? You know the way they look or the way they feel?
I think I put them there.
You put them there.
I put them there.
You put those trees there.
I did.
You did. And they're still there. Right.
And now I get to say hi to everybody.
You get to say hi to everybody. Well, that is quite wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how do you say hi to these trees?
They know I'm here.
They know you're here. And so how do they respond? Do they respond at all?
They were looking forward to seeing me.
Oh, I see.
So was the grass.
It was? So is the grass?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else?
Everything. Everything's there because we put it there.
Because we put it there.
Yeah.
Was that a long time ago? Or
Yeah, I feel good though. I feel good that I'm back now.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm glad it feels good. So what does it feel like? What made you come back?
Making sure everybody's okay.
Making sure everybody's okay.
But they're not people. They're growing and they're alive.
They're alive.
But they're not people.
They're not people.
No, but they're mine. I got to be part of this.
You can be part of this.
Yeah, so I love them and they love me.
You love them and they love you. Yes.
They do. They love everybody.
They love everybody, yes.
Yeah, but people don't know that.
Are there any people there as well? Or
no, not yet. They're not here yet.
They're not here yet.
They're going to come, but they're not going to know to love them.
Right. Yeah.
They want them to love them.
Yeah. They won't know. Not like you love them and they love you. They won't know that this is there. Yeah.
But everything's real. The rocks are real. The water's real. The trees are real.
Right.
And they know we're here.
They know that you're here.
Yeah.
And who is we when you say we?
Well, now I have to be a person.
You have to be a person.
I have to be a person. And, but sometimes I don't think about them because I don't remember.
You don't remember.
But now I remember.
Now you remember, yes. So as you've just landed here on Earth and you're realizing the trees and everybody's here and how much you love them. What is around you? What is your immediate environment? What are you standing on? What's the ground like?
It's green.
It's green. What makes up the green?
Grass and buds. But it's not grass like we have right now. It's not what the grass looks like now. It's kind of fluffy and but it turned brown.
It turned around?
It turned brown. It died.
Oh, it died?
Yeah.
Oh.
It died and I cried.
You cried because it died?
Yeah.
So is it all brown, or do you see patches of green, or how does it?
No, it's all turning brown.
It's all turning brown. Oh.
It's all going away.
Why is it going away?
I don't know.
But this is what you're seeing now, but the trees are still there and the rocks and everything.
But now I'm seeing they're leaving too.
They're leaving too. What's going on here?
I don't know. Something's happened. It's gone wrong and yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. So as you're standing here, she's seeing this shift. Look down below. Look down what you're standing on. Are you standing on dirt or the grass, or what are you standing on?
Yellow straw.
Yellow straw. When you look at your own being standing here, when you look down at where your feet would be, what does it look like? What do you look like?
Oh, I'm one of those.
You're one of those? What do you see?
I'm gray.
You're gray. Tell me what you look like. What is your build like?
I'm skinny and I'm tall and I'm lanky and
what do your feet look like?
they're weird. They're not feet. They're cute.
What are they shaped like?
Round things.
Round things.
But I have 3 fingers.
You have 3 fingers?
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you have like a thumb, or is it like fingers?
I just see fingers.
Do your fingers have like a bone structure supporting them, or is it different?
No, I think I have a suit on. I'm sorry.
You have a suit?
I'm wearing a suit.
You're wearing a suit?
Yeah.
What does your suit look like?
It's a full body, put it on, and it's part of me. Like, so I have to put it on to be down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you look like without your suit?
I'm white.
You're white. Is there any shape to you when you're just white?
I'm sparkly and I'm fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm floaty. It's like I have like a flowy.
You're flowy. Mm-hmm. You're not as clearly defined, is that what you mean?
No.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
That's why I didn't want to. I had to put the suit on to come down.
Mm. What does the suit do?
I can be down here,
mm-hmm.
and I have legs to walk.
Oh, normally you don't have legs to
No.
walk. Oh, okay.
That's why I didn't want to come down here, because I don't like I mean, it's okay. I'm all right once I get here, but it's a process to come down and put that on and be down here.
What does it feel like to go through that process?
It's sad because I leave, but it's okay when I get here. But then I just want to go back.
Go back to where you came from, you mean? So there's some sadness that happens during that process. The transitioning is difficult.
Yeah.
But then once you're on Earth, it's okay too.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, what are you, tall or short? What do you look like?
I'm not very tall.
No.
And
you're lanky and skinny, you said?
Yeah.
Are you male or female?
I'm nothing.
You're nothing.
No.
What about your suit? Like, does it have any markings, or does it have any badges, or anything that's different from the normal, from the gray?
I see the color orange.
Where is that?
My left chest.
Is that something that's on your suit, or what's happening there?
It's orange and white, and it has some kind of symbol on it.
How is it shaped?
Kind of like a triangle.
Oh, is it pointing up or down or sideways?
The triangle goes up, and there's like a circle in the middle of it.
Oh.
It's white stitching, and then there's orange inside of it.
Is there something else in the circle as well, or no?
Almost like a dot.
Like
That's where I'm from.
That's where you're from.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's where I'm from. That tells everybody where I'm from, and I miss everybody.
You miss everybody. Yeah, of course you do.
I have friends.
In that place that is signified by that symbol.
Yeah, I have a family, and I miss them.
Yes. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Tell me about that.
It's alright, I'm gonna go back.
You're gonna go back?
I get to go back.
You get to go back.
I do. I get to go back.
That's good to know.
I don't have
that.
to stay here.
Exactly. Yeah. You're just popping in, checking out, and then going back.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Oh.
So, that place that is the triangle with the circle and the dot, that orange and the white, what does it look like? What is the feel of it?
It lets them know that whenever we come here on Earth, that I have something to do. So it shows them that I'm part of this team. Oh, I'm a part of a team. So I get to be part of a team, and we have to wear this certain suit that lets them know that I'm doing this. So if we run into each other, see each other, which other people, if you're a human, you don't get to see us. But if we see each other, they'll know what I'm doing, and then I'll know what they're doing. So it's a uniform.
I see. And it communicates your function and...
Oh, but we do this right now too. So I get to do this right now. So, oh my gosh, I'm doing this right now too. And you know what? People don't know we're doing it. But we're doing it.
What do you mean?
We're working on the Earth.
You're working on the Earth?
We're working on the Earth.
And when you say right now, when do you mean?
Right now where Heather's living.
Yes.
So where Heather's living right now, I still get to do this job, and that's why I'm still here. So I don't know why I have to live Heather's life, but I'm living Heather's life, and then but what I'm actually doing here is I'm working on the Earth.
You're working on the Earth.
And so then we get to see each other. Oh, I do get to see everybody. I just forget. Why do I forget? So I get to see everybody, and but it's right now. It's
Heather's
yes.
time.
Yeah. But we're still doing it. We never stop. We're still doing it.
What are you doing as Heather? Like, how do you work on the Earth? What do you do?
We're fixing it.
You're fixing it.
We're fixing it. Everything that they messed up, we're fixing, and they don't see us doing it, but we're doing it. We're doing it all the time. We've never stopped.
You've never stopped.
No.
What is your specialty in fixing it? What do you concern yourself with? What level of it, or what aspect of the fixing?
I get to heal. I get to heal everything that died.
Oh, you do?
Because I love them and they loved me, and I'm part of them, and so I get to bring them back, and I get to heal. And I'm here to heal.
You're here to heal. So in what ways, what do you know or what do you do to do this? How do you apply yourself to heal?
I just be.
You just be.
I just be. I get to go and I'm just here and I take samples and we're figuring out what went wrong and that way it won't happen again, and it's information for the new place. So okay, it's all going on at the same time. It's not like this time is now and that time was then. It's all going on, and so that when it happened, we want to make sure that it doesn't happen again, so that what killed everything. Yeah.
When did the killing happen? When did that happen?
Well, if you're considering Heather's time, it happened many years before Heather. But we're still here healing. We never left. I never left. I don't know why I had to come as Heather too. That's weird. I'm two people.
That's okay. You're two people.
But I'm Heather, but I'm not two people. I'm me,
yes.
and then I'm Heather.
And you're Heather, exactly. Yeah. I get it. Yes. So when you say all this dying that happened, did that happen on the earth that Heather's existence is part of, or did that happen somewhere else?
It was way before Heather's time.
Way before Heather's time.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's the same earth, but we're making sure it doesn't happen again. We don't want this to happen again. But we have to still stay here and work on it to figure out why.
What is your best guess as to why that happened back then?
A disease or a virus. It was something that it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I wish you could have been there. It was so beautiful, and we'd worked so hard, and it was beautiful.
Was that the fluffy tree place?
Yeah. They're not leaves like the leaves now. It's fluffy.
That's beautiful. What introduced the virus? How did that happen?
I don't know. It just, a fungus grew.
A fungus grew.
Yeah, something grew, almost like, but there's no water, so it was almost like the water. It was in the water. Something happened, and it. Like there wasn't any water underneath, and so it didn't have anything to drink. But where I'm from, you don't have to drink.
Oh.
So I don't know why.
It was like that over here. So you said there's the other ones that you know, your family and your team, they're here as well. As you know, being in Heather's life as well. Can you see which are those people? Which people in Heather's life?
There's my dad. He's part of it. He is. Wow. Why are we living two different lives? But I can see him.
Yeah, he was here as well.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else?
They're all there.
They're all there.
Yeah.
Are they part of Heather's life or just on different places on the planet?
My dad is, he's like a commander. He's a, that's why. That's why. He's still my dad. He's still a commander. And I chose to do that too.
To do what?
To do this too.
To do the Heather experience?
My dad is, wow. He's the source. My dad's the source. He decided to come. He's in charge. Yeah. And why did he come as dad? He came to help me. He came to help all of us.
In what way?
Because we needed him.
What did he provide, or what did he do?
He has all the knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah, he has all the knowledge.
So he's part of your team, but there's some kind of hierarchy in terms of knowledge or development or something?
Yeah, he's the source.
He's the source.
Yeah.
Is where you're from, is that a planet or a realm or a dimension? How is the best way to describe it?
It is it's a realm.
It's a realm. Is there any name for it that you know of?
I want to know.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm supposed to know, because then Heather will worry about it.
She'll worry about it.
And then she's gonna want to go, and then I know what she'll do if she has that information.
Okay, she'll just research and kind of check out of her own existence here on the planet.
Yeah. And she knows where she's from.
In terms of feeling, what it feels like. Is there a color associated with it?
I can't see right now.
And it's okay. Maybe she's not supposed to know. That's okay too. What about, is there a number for the density of it or the dimension of it?
A 7.
7. Are humans aware of this realm? Is it something that people know about?
No.
No, it's completely unknown.
That's why we can be here on Earth and they don't see us.
You can do your work.
Yeah.
You were saying that you, as Heather, you take samples as well. Is that correct? You said that. Do you mean as Heather or before?
Before.
Before. What about Heather being part of this group of, you as Heather being part of this team? Does she ever interact with her team members, like when she's asleep? Does she get visited? Do you ever, make sure that she's okay, that her body is okay, that her Heather existence is functioning optimally, that she's still on mission?
I leave Heather and Heather stays, and now she wants to start being part of it.
Oh, okay.
I think she's ready. Yeah.
Why did that take time for her to be ready?
Because she was too busy worried about being in her field. The field she's in is totally different than what what I do.
Right.
And so I think it's time for her to know.
Time for her to know. And what would be most helpful for her to know?
That she's going to move away from what she's doing.
Do you have an idea about where it is that she's moving towards? What is she going to be doing?
Working with plants. Oh, wow.
In what way?
Oh, that's funny, because she wanted to grow marijuana. She wanted to grow marijuana. She wanted to grow a strain and call it Joe.
And call it Joe?
Yeah.
After her dad?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very significant. In what way is she going to be working with plants?
Cultivating food. Cultivating food.
Does she need any training for that?
No.
She's ready to go.
No, we're going to lead her to where she needs to go, and the right people are going to come in her life.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna work.
That's amazing. So is there a name for the direction that she's going to go in? Is it going to be like permaculture or something like that, or something different?
It's more hydroponic.
Hydroponic.
Yeah, because remember how the earth died?
Yes.
We don't want that to happen again. Oh, we're going to take this with us. She's going to grow stuff so that we can take it. We're taking samples from here and taking it there.
And where is there?
To the new earth.
To the new earth. Oh, okay. And so where's the new earth now?
It's not very far away. Well, I mean, for me, it's not that far away. I go there all the time.
You go there all the time?
Yeah.
What does it look like over there now?
It's just starting out. Everybody has it's in sectors. Everybody has their own sector. And it's very uniform. Oh, I love it there because everybody knows what they're supposed to do. It's so beautiful. It's so beautifully run, and everybody knows what they're supposed to do, and everybody loves everybody. Oh my gosh, and everybody's so happy for each other, and we all know what we're supposed to do, and we all do our part, and we all pitch in, and we all love each other, and we all come together.
Wow.
It's very beautiful. You're going to love it. You're going, you know that, right?
I do, yes. Thank you. I can't wait. It sounds amazing. Thank you. Wow. And so what determines these different sectors? Why is that?
Well, we don't call them jobs. It's what you feel in your heart that you love to do, and you just go do it, and you get to do that all the time because you love it. And it's part of your being. So it's your heart's desire.
It's your heart's desire.
Yeah, so you get to do this, and you're happy, and everybody's happy all the time. I love it there. I love being there. I get to go there all the time, and I didn't know that. So that makes me happy, knowing that I get to go there.
What part of Heather's experience that she knows signified that you went there, or that she went there? Was this in a dream or visions, or how does the Heather that she knows herself to be, does that Heather go there or not?
The body Heather doesn't get to go there. She wants to go. I'm going to let her go. I'm going to let her go because she needs that. She needs to know that she's loved, and I'm so sorry I left you behind. I feel bad now. I left her behind.
You left her behind?
Yeah.
Why was that done?
She wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready?
She was stuck here. She was stuck here and didn't know anything about any of this, but now she knows all about it. And now she can go.
Why was there a purpose to that, for her to be sort of in the dark like that for a while?
She was really hard-headed and wanted to do it her own way. But now she knows it's so much easier, and there's so much light. On
the planet Earth, you mean, as it is? Or?
Yeah, there's still a lot of light on Earth. She just decided to stay in the dark, but now she's in the light.
Now she's in the light.
Yeah.
What happened to her that she's in the light now?
Yeah, it was the wreck.
There was the wreck, right?
It was the wreck. She wanted that wreck to happen, and she knew that. She kept telling herself. So it was the only way to make her wake up.
Right. What shifted during that wreck, or what were the mechanics of that shift? What was being put into place, or what was moving out? What happened in that moment, or in that whole experience?
Well, it started with her dad passing. That she was able to finally want to live for herself.
Okay.
And then she knew she wasn't on the right path anymore. Kind of felt. Let me speak through Heather real quick.
Yes, please.
So Heather, I don't want to. Okay, so I'll speak for her. So she was on the wrong path with making everybody happy and pleasing her dad, because in essence, it's easier. You don't have to please anybody because you're doing what you're supposed to do in the new earth. And so she was getting conflicted because she was doing what she's supposed to do, but then she was still Heather. And so being Heather, she thought she's being in the human form, she had to keep doing that, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's negative and bad, and it brought her down. And so now she had to move out of that. And her dad left because of it. Because of what? Because she needed to do what she needed to do? Because he was holding everybody back. But he knew the time had come. But it's okay. So now she had to be stopped. And it was the only way we could make her stop. Because we need Heather, we need to come together as one now. We can't be separate anymore. Right. We have to come, and now Heather gets to come and be part of us. So now we all get to be one. That sounds wonderful. Yeah, it's going to be so much better. Right. I was just going to ask you about it. How does that work? Like, you as a different part of her, and then you talk about Heather as a kind of a separate part. Because
could be difficult to explain in human terms, but could you try and help me understand like how these different parts work? Are they part of the same thing? Are you two different souls, or the same soul, or is there a way to describe it in human terms?
Okay, I'm sorry. It's so easy now. I understand. Okay, I started with the source, and then okay, I have to do this.
Yes.
When you start with the source, and then I didn't want to come here, but I chose to come here, and then you break through this realm, and whenever you break through, you split. So I'm still a source, but then I came and I had to work, and so I was in my body, in that suit, in a form, and so I did my work, and when it stopped, then I had to split into be right now, and so then I'm in Heather's body now. Okay, so I didn't, yeah. These are the only lives I've had. Oh, okay, that's why it's so hard. Okay, so then there's Heather, and then there's healing the earth, and then there's me, and so now we get to come and be one.
So just sort of different aspects of the same thing.
Yeah. Because I can only be Heather here right now, but I'm really not Heather. I'm really in the middle, but then whenever we go to the new earth, I get to break out of the middle, and then I go back to being me. And in my, when I said I was fluffy and white, I expanded out. Now I get to go back, and then from that point, that's when we go. But everybody has to do it. You have to get rid of this in order to move up into where you're supposed to be.
When you say get rid of this, sort of the earth identity, you mean?
Yes. You'll have to do it too. You'll have to leave this, and but you get to. This is a wonderful thing. You get to take everything with you this time. You don't have to not remember. So that's the part that with Heather is that she, whenever I crossed through, I got to remember. But then whenever I became Heather, like the three phases, when I became Heather, I had to forget, and that's the hard part. And now that I get to remember, I'll get to come back to one. But you don't. Not everybody's going to do it, because not everybody understands that there could be. I know of 3 phases that I've had to go through. So I have me, and then I have the healing, the worker part, where I had to come and be in my suit, and then when I branched off to be now as Heather, to get my knowledge and understand that I get to come back. So only the people that can understand that and do it get to go on to the new earth.
And why is that?
Because not everybody comes from the reality of. Not everybody comes from the reality of out of this body. Some people, what'll happen is some people will die, what they call death. It's not, you never die. But whenever they leave this body, they're on this wheel and they don't understand. And so when they go back to source, they come back to this form. Not everybody wants to. And that's okay. That's all right. It's only a few people, but we're not going to be lonely, and we're not going to miss anybody, and it's all very happy. The sad part is when we do get there, we're not going to be able to come back and help. Our helping will be done. So we have to help all we can right now.
I see.
But you can't make anybody go. They
have to want it,
and it's not for everybody. Yeah, we can only try.
Right. So is it predetermined that the ones that are still on the fence, so to say, did they not come in with I'm going to do this time, I'm going to move from the old to the new, or is it still, can they still go either way?
it's everybody gets to decide. So if you're on the fence and you want to go, you can go, but you have to come to the realization. You have to understand. You have to be informed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to know it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to seek out the information. The ones that want to go are the ones that are seeking out the information. They're the ones that want to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing wrong with coming back in a different body and redoing it all over. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. So both me and Heather, we wanted to know, like, what about the meat eating in the new place?
There's not going to be any.
Oh, thank God.
No, there's not going to be any. You should see how beautiful it is. We would never take anything that's so beautiful and harm it in any way. The animals are so beautiful. We take them. There's going to be new ones there. There's already new ones there.
There's new ones there.
Yeah, there's new ones that nobody's ever seen before. Oh my God, they're so beautiful.
Oh, this is exciting.
Yeah. And the colors. Oh, the colors are so vivid and beautiful, and you can taste and smell and eat, and you don't have to eat though.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's beautiful, and we all get to love one another.
That's so good. What about the animals that are now eating meat? What will happen to them?
They don't get to go. Yeah, they don't get to go. The ones that are here, they all die.
Oh no. Mm-hmm. So no cats in a new place?
No, I mean, we're taking. We'll have cats and dogs and all kinds of animals there,
Mm-hmm.
but the ones that are here on Earth, okay, they stay.
Mm-hmm.
So when we transition,
Mm-hmm.
we don't get to take anybody with us
Mm.
because they already have them there.
Okay.
I need to talk to somebody about that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can change that.
Mm.
Maybe we can change that because Heather really wants to take her dog.
Right.
And Heather really wants to take all of her animals that have passed away.
Right.
Yeah, I need to ask about that. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, is there somebody around that you can ask? Can you ask maybe Heather's dad? Is he available for some information?
Okay, let me get ready and ask him.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay. We get to do whatever we want.
Oh.
If we want to take our animals with us, we can.
Okay, because I want to.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
Heather does.
Yes.
We get to.
Okay.
We get to. If we want to go, we can take them with us. I have dogs that have passed away that I want to take. In fact, I always knew. You know what, artist? No, I always knew that. Always knew. I've always known. I got scared for a second because I didn't think we could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got scared, but no, I've always seen it. I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They're already with my dad. They're already with the source.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they'll just be there.
Yeah.
Right. So what is the mechanism of transferring from one earth to the other one? How does that happen?
Now that I'm here, it's so easy. You do it all the time.
I do?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you go all the time.
How do I do it?
You just go. Okay. Let me see if I can figure this out. It's a desire.
Mm-hmm.
It's a desire. It's a love and a desire, and it's a feeling, and then you just go.
Mm.
You don't have to do anything special. You see it and you feel it.
Right.
And you go, but you go really fast.
Mm.
You go really fast. You're already there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You go a lot. You travel a lot.
Yeah, I've been told, yeah. Mm-hmm. So when will this be more, because, like myself and probably Heather as well, I'm not sure, but we might not be aware of when we go, or really what it looks like. We don't experience it as in the same way that we experience this earth here right now, or maybe we do. I'm not sure. We try to get clear about how this happens. Like one day you'll wake up and suddenly you see the fluffy trees and all the animals, or how does that go?
We don't have to be here.
We just don't have to be here.
We don't have to be here. Because Heather thought that too. Heather was like, one day can I just not come back, just not be here. But the thing is that if you're there, it doesn't matter. You're not in this realm anymore. So you don't have to worry about, Heather was worried that if she went and didn't come back, what would happen to the people here. But it doesn't exist if you're not here, because you're there.
Because you're there. Oh, okay. So how does that work with the physical body, like the physical Heather, the physical me, the physical people that are going? What happens to that part?
We don't have it anymore.
You don't have it anymore?
No. You're in your form that you're supposed to be in, the form that started it all, the beginning. Yeah, this is not our real form. This is just temporary for this dimension.
Okay, so that body, you'll have to leave that body. So that's the kind of the part that people get very attached to and worried about, like how that's going to happen, and they don't want any suffering, and they're scared of cataclysms and all that stuff.
There's no suffering.
Okay.
Oh no, no. You're already there. It's very fast. It's instant. It's so and it's a good feeling. It's such a good feeling. It's very enjoyable. I don't know why people fear it. It's so silly.
Because it sounds like it's a shift of perspective. Because when we're in this body, in the Heather experience, and in my experience, we just experience this as all that we have, really, or we're focused in here. So then, we get kind of scared when we hear about, we have to leave this body. How's that going to happen? Is there going to be cataclysms? Are we going to be killed? Or, all that stuff. That's what we get worried about, is being focused in this human body.
Oh, when your time comes, it won't matter.
It won't matter.
No, and you won't remember.
You won't remember why?
No. Once you're gone, you won't even... My dad doesn't even remember. He doesn't even think about it. So you don't have to remember. You can just go straight there.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to sit and linger. This whole thing about sitting and lingering and looking over your body and seeing people all upset and stuff. No. If you're morbid, you could, but then why would you want to go to the new earth and sit and look at yourself in a body that doesn't belong to you? That's not who you are.
Right.
So, if you do that, then people that want to do that will probably be reincarnated.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't mean to be rude, but people that want to sit and look at their body will be reincarnated because I guess
the attachment.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and then they're not meant to go. But for us, it's gonna be just quicker than snapping your finger. Then it's just instant that you're there, and it's wonderful. The people that are left here in this dimension, if they don't understand that you've gone and they're going to follow, yes, they'll be upset, but then they're stuck in karma too, and they're stuck in being in this world, and then they're stuck in coming back. And I don't mean to be rude or ugly, but I never got stuck in karma. I never got stuck in all that, and I guess that's what I've been scared of. I've been scared of because I don't want to do this again, and I'm not.
Right, she's not.
No,
okay,
no.
That's good. So what needs to happen in terms of what we're doing right now in this process for Heather to get sort of clicked in, to be more aligned with this whole new part of herself, a part of you, to be more on the path? Is there any healing that's needed, or any information that needs to come through in order to have this happen completely unholy, as much as is planned for today?
Oh, the worrying has to stop.
The worrying has to stop.
Yeah.
What is needed for the worrying to stop?
To understand what we've spoke about today, to understand that it's all taken care of.
Okay. So she doesn't have to worry about anything in terms of a different path that she's going to go on now that is sort of geared towards working with plants. It's going to happen. The right people will be in her path.
Yes.
And so will she be able to recognize this when these people start coming in? Will she be able to receive or to be open to doing this work?
Yes.
She will be. That's
yes.
wonderful. Oh, okay. What about the things that she's experienced as sort of damage to her physical body through the accident that she had, the fogginess or the memory loss or all that stuff?
Yeah, she created all that herself. Mm-hmm. She created that, and it's all done. It's all healed. It's all everything. She just created all that nonsense, and I think she did that because she was holding on to. In fact, God, you're so rebellious. She did it to rebel. She did it because she wanted her way. She did it because she knew that this was not what was supposed to be going on, and she knew that she was separated and she wanted to be brought back. So she was throwing a little temper tantrum and caused all this, and now we're bringing her back, and we know it's time, but we didn't do it to be mean. In fact, she just kind of got carried away with just this tantrum, and but it took her a long time. It took her a long time to get here, but she knew she's known since the day she got here, and she knows how she got here.
How did she get here?
She arrived. She wasn't born, and she's known this. Wow. She arrived that day.
When she was in the sink?
Yeah. Yeah, she knew it. She looked at herself, and she had to tell herself that she had a brother and a sister and a mom and a dad, and that she was in a human body, and that she wasn't born. A lot of trauma happened from what was said, that all these things had happened to her, but that wasn't. She took that life. Okay, so the baby that was born passed away, and Heather came into that baby.
Oh.
Yeah.
How did the passing away happen?
The baby was sick. Oh, the baby was sick. The baby was very sick. Yeah, and the things that the mom told her were not true. That baby left, but I came in, so they didn't know.
It was a seamless switch.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was going on with the baby physically? What was sick about it?
They didn't want to be here. They got here and they didn't want to do it. Yeah, so I came. So I came. Yeah.
What happened with the when she was praying over somebody and she saw her hands turn inside out and then open up, and then this purple light came in? What was happening in that moment?
To remind her. It was to remind her
of what she is.
Yeah. She was getting close. But she still had a little way to go. She's been getting stuff along the way to keep her grounded. But she's just so rebellious.
Well, from the human perspective, when I say that, I mean from the Earth Heather perspective. When we get here and there's no seeming connection for most of us to these other parts of ourselves, why was that necessary? Why is that experience necessary to go through that, to go through a whole period of seeming separation where we, like Heather said, she's always known that she's not from here. There's a sense of home, but she's disconnected from it. Why did she have to go through all of that? What's the purpose of it?
Emotions.
Yeah. What do you mean?
You have to learn. You have to learn.
You have to learn.
Yeah, you have to learn all the emotions, and they're you have to learn all the emotions, because when you go into the new world, you don't have those, and so we come experience these, and they're not good, and we have to understand, because when you go to the new earth, you know that it's good, and you've come from a place that you will get to remember, and you'll know that you had those feelings, and they don't serve you anymore. It's not that you don't want them, it's that they don't serve you, and you remain on a higher vibration. But you have to come and you have to experience all this, and she she experienced it.
Crash course?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, well that's good to know. At least there was purpose to it then. You know, we like to know that as human beings. Mm-hmm. Hmm. What about the times that you went to these deliverances? What happened in those moments?
That was hoopla.
It was hoopla? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was her messing with them.
Oh, she was messing with these people?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, she's ornery. Yeah. She, yeah. Although they were emotions. What it was, they were emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So they were these emotions that she had given life to.
Mm-hmm.
So they were real. They were real to her.
Mm-hmm.
They were real to her.
Mm-hmm.
They were, there weren't entities. There are no such thing as entities. They were emotions that
Mm-hmm.
people create into entities that they call these demons, because they have to give it a name. But all it is it's an emotion that's manifested. And so she was bringing out these emotions. And also events. She tried to attach an emotion to an event. And so then that creates what they were considered being delivered. So yeah, I think she's ornery in that. But she meant well. I think she really really had to go through that to see all the levels of you know, people have to go through all different kinds of things in order to get kind of seasoned up. You know, and I think that's what Earth is about, is being seasoned.
You said there's no such thing as entities. They're people's emotions.
They're emotions.
Oh, okay, that's interesting to know. So she, you know, you said she created all this car accident and all the results of it. So there's short-term and long-term memory loss and difficulty remembering. There's reading difficulties, neck, back, and muscle tension, tightness, hot flashes, digestion, elimination issues. What about all these ailments that she's been experiencing?
Fear. Yeah. She's created out of fear.
Okay. So what needs to be done to uncreate them?
They're already uncreated.
They're uncreated. Okay. What about the lump in her right breast?
It's already gone.
It's already gone. What that was fear as well? Everything
was fear. She was acting out to get our attention. And she created all these elements so that she could be here. She could be here.
Do you mean in this process today, or to reconnect with you?
Yes,
both.
On this process of reconnection.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's good. So the brain trauma is gone, short-term, long-term memory loss is gone.
She's very smart.
Right. She's very smart. What about the bunions on her feet?
We're working on that one.
Okay. Yeah. Why are they there?
To remind her that she's human. In a human body.
Why does she need that reminder?
Because she's here on Earth. So it's it shows her when she's here. Oh dang, they won't go away. They're going to be with her. Because that's how she differentiates between being here and there.
Oh, when she sees those bunches, she goes,
I'm here.
Nap, dang it, I'm still here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because she looks at her feet. Her feet are different.
The way they were from before?
Yeah.
What is needed for Heather to enjoy this existence, this being here on this planet for as long as she's here? What is needed? What would bring in more joy for her?
Now that she knows she's going to have it. Now that she knows that she gets to come back and she gets to go, and that she goes all the time.
Okay.
The new Earth is her. It's her creation. She got to help. Yeah, just like she started here. But she gets to go. I think that's her fear, was that she was going to be stuck here.
Okay. What parts of it has she helped create?
Oh, it's different. So she created the grass and the trees, and she brought them here, here, Earth. But then when she goes, she gets to be different there. So whenever she jumps over and is there, it's a sense of being. So creation's already done. We've already brought everything there. So it's a sense of enjoyment of being. You can stay if you want, or you can start going back and traveling around. She'll get to enjoy being there.
Okay, that's good. Does she know when she's going?
She does. Yeah.
When does she go? Like, what does she do? Or is it just, could she be, driving her car and think about this other place and go? Is that how it works?
She can go anytime she wants.
Right. Okay, that's really easy. Okay.
It's so easy.
Hmm.
She's made it hard.
She's made it hard, but now she knows.
Yes.
Right. What about, her sense of loneliness and the relationship that she's haven't really fulfilled, this sense of longing of having a partner? Is there somebody here for her on Earth?
No.
No?
And that's why she gets sad.
Right.
But she has so many other people, and she's so filled with love. But she won't. At least she knows now.
She knows now.
Yeah.
And so that might upset her.
Yeah.
Or make her sad.
I can feel her being sad.
Yes. What can be in place of that, or what can she know about what will bring her joy, the joy that she thought she was going to get from having like a soulmate, or that sense of connection? Will she get it from different places?
She doesn't need it now.
She doesn't need it now because she's aligned now. She's complete. Very good. So that sense of this longing came from a sense of not being complete and needing something. Yes. Well, that's good to know. Is she supposed to live in California?
Yeah. Yeah. The resources are here.
The resources are here.
Yeah. That's why she's here.
Yes.
Everything she needs is here. She'll get to stay.
Can you tell me about what her life's going to look like once she starts going on this new path, and we look a little bit further down the line when she's working with plants? What is she going to be doing? What is her daily life going to be looking like?
There's a lot of music.
There's a lot of music.
Yeah, they use music to heal. Oh. They use music to heal. And we send them music, and we tell them what to play.
Oh. You tell them what to play?
Yeah.
You tell whom what to play?
The people that work there.
Oh, at the place where she's going to be working?
Oh, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and it's everything's grown up. It's not in the ground. Everything's grown up, and there's rows and rows and rows, and it's beautiful, and all the music plays. Wow, she never thought of this. Oh, but she's going to do it now, and everything. You don't have to have sunlight. And it's covered, and there's rows and rows, and everybody loves working there too. It's beautiful, and it smells very good.
I bet.
Yeah.
Oh, so why the choice of not using earth and sunlight?
Because we're not going to use it in the new earth.
Oh.
Everything's perfect, and so everything just grows. You don't have, the sun doesn't have to shine in order for things to grow. It just grows. We don't have seasons there.
There's no photosynthesis?
No, and you don't have to have the water in the soil. Things will grow in the soil, but you don't have to have it. Yeah, the food. If you want to have food, you don't have to eat food, but if you want to have the food, the food doesn't have to grow. Like, you could have it in your house.
It just appears, you mean?
We grow it not in the ground. So you just have it in your house. Things just grow.
Okay.
And we don't really have houses either.
Oh. Because?
Not like here. You don't have to be sheltered from the elements.
So do you have a place where you sort of...
We have communities, yes.
Communities?
And people live together. It's not a sense of husband, wife, mother, daughter. It's a sense of community. Yeah, you're just a being. Everybody loves each other. You don't have to... There's no segregation. There's no separation.
And so are there structures that people sort of withdraw in, or do people need to be?
You don't have to, but you can. You don't have to be out of the elements, but you can. We don't have big, huge buildings like here. You don't have to have all that. People don't go to work. We don't have office jobs.
Right. Oh, will we need sleep in that place?
You can if you want. You can sit in the sun and enjoy the sun if you want. You can eat if you want. You don't have to.
So there is a sun like here.
Yes. Yes.
It's not the same sun though.
No.
No. Is there a number for the vibrational planet that Earth is on?
Now I'm getting 7 and 10.
7 and 10. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Maybe you go through 7 to get to 10, but I see 7 and 10. It goes.
Wow. Okay. Huh. So, what about her finances? She's been worrying about her finances.
Oh, that's such a broken record.
Right.
Yeah. No. It's all okay.
It's all okay.
It's all okay.
Can she know how it's going to come into her life, or what to do with her sense of, franticness about it?
Yeah, we're going to get her there. Unfortunately, she's still in Earth. And so Earth people think in terms of phases. So I go through this, I go through this, I go through this, and we see it as this is done. So she'll still have to go through phases. So, but it's all laid out. She meets the people, and she's already met the people that she knows she needs to meet, and so then she'll bring those in, and this will happen.
So she will experience more financial abundance, or she will just feel more.
Oh, she's going to have so much financial abundance for Earth terms.
Okay.
She doesn't need it, but she's going to have so much, and therefore she can give back.
She can give back. Oh, that's wonderful. So those plants that she'll be growing, will this be cannabis or a variety of it, or cannabis?
Yep.
Tell me about the importance of cannabis.
It's healing.
It's healing.
It's so healing. Yeah, it's not just to get people high.
Right.
It's healing. It heals the earth. It heals the soul. And also, it heals the soil. Oh, we're going to go back there. I get to go back. Okay, so the place that turned straw.
Brown, yeah.
Yeah. She's going to use that, and we get to take it back, and we're going to heal that. That's another planet. That's another planet. Okay, so we do get to go back and heal that planet. She loved that planet so much. And she now, in this earth, gets to create out of the soil, because the soil here is so damaged. She's going to create that, and she's going to take it back. And then, it's going to both places. It's going all over.
Oh, cannabis?
Oh, no wonder why. Okay, yeah.
Wow, so cannabis is like a healer pioneer plant.
It's amazing. And this she wants to call it Joe, but it's not going to be called Joe. This strain is the mother of all mothers, and she knew this. This is why she moved to California, and she knew this. Yeah, we told her this. We've told her this. You've
told her this in a place where she was aware of it?
We've already told her that she was going to do this. This was the original reason why she wanted to come to California. And then she got caught up again in the whole work thing, but we've got it figured out.
So when you talked to her in the past, were these moments that you can remember? How did you speak with her?
An idea.
An idea.
Yeah,
okay, that's
it came to her because she doesn't like to smoke it. She's getting better and understanding, and she's going to have to understand it in order to create what she wants to create. But the strain's already created. It's already done. The building's already built. She'll just have to go through the process. She'll have to experience it, because that's what life here on Earth is for.
You mean also smoking the weed?
Yeah, she'll have to understand the properties.
Right.
Yeah, so that she can understand the healing.
Oh, so it's not just healing people, but it's also healing the soil.
Yes.
And the planet itself.
Yes. Yes, absolutely healing the planet.
Who came up with this wonderful strain?
Dad.
Oh.
Dad, source. I call him Daddy.
Yes.
Kind of like a little girl, but he's source.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are there other plants that you're aware of that have similar healing properties, or that are doing healing work on the planet, or that are...
All the herbs.
All the herbs.
All the herbs.
Mm-hmm.
Spearmint.
Mm-hmm.
Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all the herbs. All the herbs are very good.
What about the medicinal plants like cannabis, just like ayahuasca and peyote, different mushrooms?
Absolutely. People use those in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But they're healing as well.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. But this is not something that Heather is concerned with. This is for another team to deal with.
Yeah. Yes. So I'm just on this one, and they're over there.
Right.
In each, it's, wow. Each plant has a team. Yeah, when we created everything, everybody had like a team just worked on this. Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's very beautiful.
Yeah. That's why we're so connected.
I see.
And that's why there's community, because everybody's so proud of each other.
Right.
They're like, oh, I'm so glad you created that.
Yes.
Oh, we're so happy for each other and loving.
That is so beautiful. Oh, I love hearing that. What about Heather's struggle with weight? Why has she been so addicted to sugar and junk food? What was going on there?
It keeps her grounded here on Earth.
Oh.
Yeah. She doesn't have to be anymore.
Do what?
She doesn't have to use those crutches to be grounded. She knows she's can go now. So she won't do that anymore.
She won't do that anymore.
No, it's self-deprecation, and she did it. It's just form of rebellion.
Right. Again.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She just. We see you, Heather. We're here.
Okay. Good. What about the? She was told that her organs were not receiving any water. Was that correct?
Yes, and that was from the accident. That was to make her stop.
Okay. Is that still going on? Does that need to be healed or?
No.
It's done.
It's done.
Okay.
Everything's taken care of. She knew it before she came here.
That it was taken care of.
But she just wanted to make sure
Sure.
we knew.
Oh, of course. So how was it taken care of?
We healed her.
Okay. Was she aware of that?
Yes.
When did that happen, or how did that happen?
It's been happening. Every time she thinks of something, we heal it. But then she doubts it. So now she knows.
Now she knows.
Now she knows, and she can live in the healing. It's when people don't understand and they go back that it's all undone. So there's no more healing. So you have to start all over. So if you keep telling yourself, then you won't be. And now she understands. Plus she was rebelling and wanting our attention.
Good. So now she knows. That's good to know.
Yeah.
What about her energy feeling drained?
Oh, that's her sadness. Yeah. But she shouldn't have to be sad anymore.
Because now she knows that she is part of this team, and she is who you are, that you're both the same thing.
She was sad because she didn't feel like she had a purpose.
Right.
And she does, and she's been living it. And she's been living it at the same time, if you consider Earth a time.
Right. And when you say that, you refer to you, who I'm talking to right now,
Yes.
or the Heatherness on the planet?
Heather knows now. If you consider that time, Heather's in time.
Right.
And so now she knows. So she was sad because losing her father was traumatic, but then she understood, and she knows where he's at now. And so she was allowing her energy to be drained.
Right.
And so now that she's all connected and coming back into one, we haven't reached that final. So now she could come back to me, and we can be together. And she understands that. But we can't make that final shift. There's one more shift, and then we get to all be complete. And she's okay now that she knows we're back together.
That you're on the
because,
path.
yeah, we were separated. I've always been here. But she felt separated. And so now she understands that we've come together. And she had let the sadness drain her energy. Sadness is what people consider when we were talking about entities. And that's sadness can be that drain, which people think is an entity or something that's doing it to you. But it's something you're doing to yourself.
Okay. What about, you said there's one more shift for her to go through?
That's the final one. That's when we get to go to the new earth. And then after that, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to. You can leave and come back.
Okay.
But you get to keep your memory. So she'll get to remember all that she's done. Whereas now she's forgot about all the things that she's done. She'll get to remember, but it won't be egotistical because we'll be whole. And she'll there's community, and we all get to talk about everything, and get to be with one another, and get to, you know, talk about our experiences, but then we get to leave too. So Earth, you feel so trapped in Earth, and you feel like you never get to leave. You feel like Heather just gets so sad because she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna be here forever, but she's not. So now that she understands that, you don't have to stay here, and Earth is heavy.
Yeah. So you said this final shift, does that mean, as humans understand it, physical death?
Yes.
It does. Yeah.
Yes, but it's not scary.
It's not scary.
I don't know why they call it death. It's just so people can make money.
Right.
But yeah. And she's not going to be old. Her body won't be old, and she knows this.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not to scare her.
No. She knows she won't. So that's another thing, that she gets to live this life and have what she has, and so she's going to enjoy it to the most because she has a certain amount of time. And once she reaches the time of having all of those plants in a row and all of it ready and prepared, she's not going to stay here. So the people that stay here get to take what she's developed and use it here, and that's what will heal the Earth here. But then not everybody gets to go, but they still want to heal the Earth. We're not giving up on Earth. So then the team that comes in and heals the Earth, they'll get to take her properties and start using it, and then they'll change everybody that stays here. And they're trying to get people off the karma and the destruction. And so that will come and stay here, and then she'll get to take that. But then when she gets there, she's not going to be harvesting or doing any of that anymore.
Okay, she's going to prep it for the ones that come after her.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but they won't give up on this level, this version of Earth.
No.
It will be healed as well.
Yes.
And there will be enough, because there's lots of different sources that speak of cataclysms and destruction and all that stuff. There will be enough Earth left over for this to be implemented. Yes.
Earth won't be destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, Earth won't be destroyed. It'll reach a point where people, but they'll think they're going crazy. They'll have to reach out at some point. You can't keep going, and
right.
They will reach out, and they will see things in a different light. And when that transition turns, then it'll start healing.
Okay, wonderful. That's good to know. Oh, that's good to know. Are these the prophecies of the Hopi that have been spoken about? That young people of nowadays are going to make the world green again?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Oh, I just got chills.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she was just fired from her job. What was happening there? Why did that happen?
That wasn't taking her where we needed her to go.
Right. And so what's the next step for her? What's immediately in front of her? What's going to happen?
She'll have to get what we consider an Earth job, and we'll start bringing people in. So it's so weird. She'll still have to play out the whole Earth thing. She'll still have to play out the paying of the bills and the going to work and stuff, but it won't be like she's always known it. So she won't get up and think, is this all I have to live for?
Right.
You know, things are always taken care of, and she's known that. She's known that we've always taken care of all of her bills and everything's always been paid. And no, she hasn't been at the greatest, but if we put her up in the penthouse and gave her all, you know, the luxuries, would she be laying here right now? No. We would still be going through trying to get her, and we needed her to wake up fast because we need these plants grown. So she'll still go. I still see her she'll take this job, and she'll meet the right people that are on the right path, because we're putting in those people that are thinking the same thing she's thinking.
Nice.
And so she'll have the ideas. We're going to give her the knowledge. We're going to give her what she needs to do, and they'll have the resources. So it's not going to be her money. It's going to be other people's money, because it's already set up. We've already lined it up. And then once it's complete, she's going to reach a point when it's complete and everything's done and her kids are taken care of and everything's great, and then she gets to transition. And it'll be fine, because everybody's going to be okay with it. Because they're going to.
They're going to.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful.
They'll understand at the point that it comes.
Okay. All right, that's good to know. Thank you for explaining. So the Earth job, what job should she be looking for? What's next for her?
She'll still work construction, because she still has that Earth mentality of she loves building and she loves creating, and so we're going to allow her to have that, because energy wise right now we need her to do that, because she's already working on the strain, and she's already been working on that. And so because she's split and she's working on that, we need her to keep doing this, and then we're going to bring them together, and then they're going to flow as one.
And when you say she's been working on this strain in her physical body, in her life right now, or on a different plane?
On a different plane.
Okay.
Yeah, because remember, she came, and she's still been here. So in Earth, if you would say in Earth terms, you would say she was two different people.
Right.
She's not.
Right.
But yeah.
What about this hour that she thought she lost when she was biking up and down the beach?
We took her.
You took her?
Yeah.
What does that mean, you took her?
We took her to give her love.
To give her love.
Yeah. I feel her sadness now.
Right.
Yeah. We had to give her some love because she was so alone.
Yes.
And to let her know. But of course, when they get her, they forget.
Yes.
Then they go do stupid things.
Right.
Earth people are so silly. We do this all the time. We show them they're loved. I'm not being ugly, but I just wish she wouldn't do that. I just wish she wouldn't go off. And she's not going to do it anymore. But it makes me sad because other people do it.
To do what?
We love them, and then when they come back, we take them and we love on them, and we give them the energy and the love and everything they need, and then when they come back, they forget. It's so vicious.
This is part of the mechanics of being on the planet.
It's part of learning.
Right.
And you have to go through it, but it's free will. So we love on them, and then we send them back, and we have to just wait for that. They have free will. So, but she caused that wreck. She was ready.
She was ready.
Yeah.
So this was a good thing.
Yeah.
Right. So when you said you took her, what does that mean? Did her body disappear from her bike, or what happened? Did time stop, or how does that work?
Yeah, we took her bike and all of it. We had to take all of her. It was time stopped, and well, I mean, everything. It stopped, and we took her because we put her right back.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so when you take her, what would it have looked like for her? Where would she be? What would it have looked like?
She would be back with Source.
Back with Source.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she was back with Source.
Beautiful. What about her work with the LA Animal Save and Animal Rights activism? Will she continue to do this?
What's sad is they fight so hard. Yeah, and she knows this. They fight so hard, and because that's part of the mechanism of Earth. But we use it to our advantage. So we give people free will. But what we do is disperse people to get people to wake up. So in order to do that, organizations are formed like that. And it's like we send out these signals, and we place different things around, and we see if people will pick up on it. And she picked up on it. She picked up on the signal, and then that's why she was led to the events that brought her here. So it's a good thing. If she wants to keep volunteering, it's good. She won't be able to get wrapped up in it because we need her to do other things. She could still, I just don't think she's going to have time for it, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But Earth terms, to tell people to be part of it is good. It is a good thing because it does bring awareness, and it makes people stop. There are other forms that would be more beneficial, like Anonymous for the Voiceless, where you get to show people slaughterhouses. Protesting is probably not the best because she'd already asked you about the vibration. It lowers the vibration, and you want people to bring up the vibration.
Right.
And so she could go back. We have a Reiki healer that she goes, so if she ever wanted to do that, she could go back and do that, or even her being there could bring the energy up. So but again, she's stepping into something that we don't have planned for her. So she could there again, we could be right back here doing this all over again if she doesn't get on the right path. So I would say no.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I would take her down a path that would keep her from doing what she needs to do, because she'll get really caught up in it.
Right. Okay. Will she meet more of her galactic friends while she's doing all this work?
She sees them every day.
She does?
Yeah.
Where does she see them?
She sees them all the time. They're here.
In human bodies?
Yeah, I guess they do have to be in human bodies. But she knows that they're who they are.
Who are they?
She'll find out.
She'll find out?
Yeah.
But
she'll know.
She'll know.
She'll
Okay.
know. You're one of them.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah.
So, what about this purple energy that she has around her? Is that correct? I saw her as purple when she came in.
Yeah. She's purple.
She's purple.
She's purple. She's part of the purple ones.
The purple ones.
Yeah.
Is there a name for the purple ones, or would that not be good for her to know?
Yeah. We'll tell her later.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. What about her sense of being love-filled for others at first, but now she's so irritated and annoyed, and she just doesn't want to be around people anymore. How she wants to know how to regain unconditional love for others and herself.
She already has it.
She has it.
Yeah. Coming here made her realize it was a separation. All this is brought on from the separation. Now that she knows she gets to go back, she won't have that anymore.
Okay.
Yeah,
because she'll be anchored in that other experience, that she knows the truth of who she is and what she is and where she's from, and then she can be here and minister to people and help out. And
now she understands that just because people aren't going and they stay here, that you can still love on them, and whether they reciprocate or not, it's okay.
Right.
Yeah, she's okay with it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she was really angry with people because she
felt so stuck.
Yeah, and controlling. So we've done away with the controlling part too.
Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you very much. So let's see. Can you explain the process of what happened when she was in the sink looking at herself when she came in? What's the process? How does the one soul leave and the other one gets back in? What part of the body is accessed or exited through, or how does that work? How does the soul sort of link up inside of the body?
It's instant.
It's instant.
I just instantly was here, and I do believe. Yes, that's why. Okay, so fear and sadness and anger and regret, those emotions come on people whenever they come in, and it's so disruptive. It's so much happens when you come from source and you're here. It's instant, so there's no transitional period of now you need to kind of understand that you're going to start feeling. No, you feel it immediately, and it's heavy and it's hurtful and it's painful, and there's a longing and you don't understand, and so all those emotions come in and you've never felt it before, and it's very hard on humans. It's to come into this human form.
Okay.
So hers was instant, and it created this longing. And so as people get older, I'll use her for as an example. You start out really nice and wonderful and great, and then as you get older, some of your resentment and your anger, your hate, it kind of starts building up because you experience life and you know you're separated. So it's this duality going against you the whole entire life. And as you get older, some people say I experience getting meaner as I get older, and that's why. People don't understand, like, oh, well, old people are just mean. No, it's what has happened to them.
Of course.
All those emotions, and each person's different too, how they come into the earth. Some are born, some aren't. Some don't come in until later. So that has a lot to do with how you
come in. I see. What about a spirit guide or guardian angel? Is there something like that for Heather?
It's her grandmother.
Oh.
Her grandmother chose to do that because her grandmother lied to her.
Lied to her?
Yeah. Oh, her grandmother has karma now. Yeah, her grandmother lied to her, and now her grandmother watches over her.
This is Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does she watch over her? What does she do for her?
She comforts and consoles, and tries to guide her in the right way, but we have free will.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to honor that.
Okay. And how does grandmother do that?
She just makes sure that whenever Heather's sad, she comforts her, yet Heather's been turning away from any kind of comfort.
Oh. Why is that?
It's just her way of rebelling.
Would it be good for her to have more access to it, to not turn away from it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Is anything needed for her to be able to do that?
No, we've taken care of it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot for her.
Yeah.
Very much appreciated. She feels very uneducated.
That's part of her sadness.
What is needed for that?
She needs to believe. She needs to believe in, she can see, and I've put in her mind, and she already knows, and she can see it now. And it was also a form of staying away, and staying away from people. So, and it was a vicious cycle, so that she could, self-loathing. Self-loathing would be the word. And it just got worse. So we had to make it stop. We need her. I'm already doing what I'm doing, but now I need her to sync up with me, and I need her to now start doing what she needs to be doing in order to do it on this realm. And
does she need? Go ahead.
Oh, she's going to do it.
She's going to do it. If she wanted to, are there ways for her to connect more strongly to you, to have that integration happen stronger, to have it be more of a tangible experience for her, like, I don't know, like meditation, or, you know, maybe smoking weed or ayahuasca or any of those things? Or are there ways for her to connect stronger to you or to her?
Yes, she's started understanding that she can smoke marijuana and do what it needs to do. Before she was terrified of it, and now she's kind of started in doing that, and I need her to do that more. And then I need her to bring it down, and I need her to meditate in the morning, and I need her to speak. Although we do it telepathically, she does a lot of telepathic work all the time. And now it's time for her. She can say it out loud, or she could do it telepathically, but she needs to meditate in the morning. She does a lot of walking and stuff with the music, and that's wonderful, because then they're going to create music for these plants,
Right.
And so she's kind of dabbling into understanding the music. And I need her to meditate in the evening too. Yoga would be good for her. We're fixing all of that.
Good, thank you. How long meditation?
It doesn't take very long, but she could do it all day, so there again, we need her about 15 minutes.
Okay. All right, good. What about the telepathic work that you said she's doing? What does that consist of? What is she doing?
She does it all the time, everywhere she goes. Yeah.
And so does she connect with other people, with you guys, or what?
She's connecting with her group and other groups, and she does it all the time. And these are just, they do. They have a human form. So she's doing it all the time. Yeah, and they're just walking around. You know what? That's why she looks at people all the time. She's scanning people
for her buds, her people, right?
Yeah, but we don't allow her to understand, because then she would be caught up in that.
Right.
So now she understands, and she'll keep doing it, but she can't get caught up in it.
Right.
You know.
What is the nature of that? Like when, like me and her met today, was there any telepathic exchange that happened? Was there anything on different levels that got cleared up or worked out or communicated?
Yeah, we went and worked.
We went and worked?
Yeah, we went and worked.
Telepathically?
Yes, and then we also were not here.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like, hey, what's going on? You're still here. And then we went to do our job.
Somewhere else?
Yep.
Oh, what were we doing?
You have a different sector than me, but we know each other. Yeah, our sectors are close though, and we see each other a lot. We pass each other a lot.
We're like neighbors waving over the fence.
Yeah. That's great.
Oh, I love hearing that. That's so funny. Oh, thank you for explaining that. That's fun.
You work a real cool sector.
Oh, well, I would think so. Hey.
You do. Your sector's more funky and upbeat, and mine's more because of the music. So I'm trying to incorporate that. So we've had to kind of bring it down.
Oh.
Yeah, but you kind of have a party vibe going on.
Oh, nice. I just have quiet neighbors. Yeah.
But I like it because here on Earth, I don't like noisy neighbors.
Right.
So that's funny, the duality of understanding.
Right.
Wow, okay.
Oh, that's funny, but thank you for explaining. That's so funny. Let's see, what about the 1,000 questions. So she felt she's had a lack of self-motivation, self-esteem, self-discipline. Has this been taken care of?
Yes, she was just acting out.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's going to change now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's ready to go now. Now she's ready.
Okay, good.
She has a mission now. She lost her mission.
Yes.
But she had created a self-mission. And it wasn't her mission.
It wasn't her mission.
No.
Right.
And it phased out. We had to have it phase out.
What about when she speaks in tongues? What happens there?
She's speaking to us.
Oh.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
she's speaking to us and connecting to us.
Mm-hmm. Is it something that she should continue? Is that helpful?
Absolutely, because she can speak other languages, because other sectors have other languages in Earth form. So it comes out in telepathically, it's all one.
Mm-hmm.
We all speak one. But in Earth, if I want to speak from Earth to my sector, it comes out scrambled in English.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you're hearing. So she put hands on her sister, and her sister's from a different sector, and so she understood where she was from.
Mm-hmm.
So that's anytime she does that is because either they need to understand here on Earth, and it's also like when Heather got taken from the bike and she got to go back to source. It's a way to get a quick communication, like a quick loving. People need to be loved here. They feel so unloved here. They feel so disconnected, and they need that.
Right.
Yeah, Heather needs to keep doing that, and she can do it without touching anybody, and she does that. She'll speak in the spirit over people, just random people, but they need that. She knows when they need it.
Can you give a sample of what it sounds like, the language from her sector? Is that possible?
Okay, from my sector it would be
Beautiful.
And yours would be yours, let me move over in your sector. Yeah, we are neighbors. So if I walk over there and I want to speak,
oh, fun.
so it's a higher, I don't know if you heard it.
Yes.
It's a little higher.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Well, thank you for having me hear that. That was wonderful. Thank you. Let's see. Can you scan her body and see if there's anything else that needs to be addressed?
She's radiating.
Mm-hmm. She's radiating. Good. Mm-hmm.
She's caught up with this suit that she has on, and we'll take care of that because it consumes a lot of her thoughts, and we need her thoughts to be on creating.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? You're gonna fix her suit, or what does that mean?
Well, she likes to work out, so now she'll see the results of the working out. Before she wasn't, and that was the self-loathing.
Right.
So now that all of her organs and brain function, her energy, it was her vibrational energy.
Mm-hmm.
She was sending out, and it wasn't. She was resisting, and it was not connecting. And now it's going to flow because she had put a wall up.
Right. She wasn't given to herself.
Right. Now the energy's coming in, and she's feeling it.
Awesome. Thank you. Are there any of the other levels, her non-physical beingness, any other levels of her energy anatomy? Is there anything there that needs to be cleared or changed or fixed or calibrated, updated?
She'll sync up with the right level at the right time.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, because there's you can't just go. She's gonna have to calm down. Just calm down and let each energy wave that we send resonate move.
Okay.
And we're going to help her. The meditation is going to calm her down.
Okay.
Because she's so excited to get to the final result. But here on Earth, it's already taken care of. But here on Earth, we need her to go through the steps and the phases. And we're going to bring her down.
How does she experience this energy that you're sending her?
How does she experience?
The energy that you're sending her.
I don't understand.
Oh, you said because the energy, she needs to calm down because we're sending her energy, but she needs to calm down.
Because she's grabbing for the next level and the next level and the next level because now she knows.
Okay.
So when this is over with, she'll feel the calmness and the experience. What's so beautiful is if she will calm down as she moves in that energy and that vibration, she'll feel it. And then she'll get another one and she'll feel it. Whereas before she was so scared, she was just grabbing at anything, wanting to feel something.
Right.
And now she's going to feel each level and she'll know she's moved into the next level. And you have to take time. It takes time for you to, and it's a learning process too. It's still that you're still on Earth and you still have to learn. Where she's at, where I'm at now, I'm already there. But I'm not at the final destination when we get to go to the new Earth where our sectors are. So when we travel over there, it's all. And she wants to go from here to there, and she can't. She can't bypass. Because what we have to talk about, we need to be able to talk about this because when we go to start other, in the galaxy, we're going to start other. Because this is all an experiment to make sure that we can do this and do it properly and not do it like Earth was done. We have to have these experiences. That's why we came here. And now I can take these and you can take yours. And we go to our sector and we hang out and then we get to say, okay, you want to go start something else? And we say yes. And he sends us and we get to go. We get to take these experiences. Nothing's lost. So we get to take everything with us. And it's not like Earth. We won't be bogged down anymore. And then we can start over. And with those experiences is where it's created perfection. We get to live perfectly in a vibration and create in the perfect vibration. And there won't be any destruction. There won't be any of this that's here on Earth.
Wonderful.
But you can't go, you can't just skip through it. There's dimensions and levels that you have to go and each one you get to experience and enjoy and be part of.
What is the nature of the darkness that's on the planet when there's not light? What is that when it's not light?
The darkness, there's nothing wrong with that. It's still good. If you look close enough, it's almost a radiating purple and blue. It's a color that's not here on Earth. So if you could take purple and blue and split that, but nobody's seen it, that darkness, it's good. It's the beginning. So you would have that's where the beginning starts. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the darkness. It's very good. In fact, when we go, after we get to hang out and we go, we'll start in darkness.
Start in darkness.
Yeah.
It's like the womb of the light.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go start there.
But what about the acts of violence that are committed on the planet? What motivates those? What's that?
Free will and the fear. So, like I said, when people come, I didn't mean to be rude. When people come in here, so wherever you started from, you didn't have to start from source. We all start from somewhere different. Some of us start from the same spot. But let's take Heather, for example, starting as with the source, coming, you break that barrier. There's a physical barrier. There's seriously a barrier that you break through. And it's timing. It's timed. You can't just go through it. You'll bounce off, or I don't know what will happen because nobody's done it. But you'll come through, and when you come through, you feel that separation. And when you're here, that's because you're not with Source anymore, and you're not out doing the things that you used to do. You're here on Earth. And so then sadness and like I said, anger. Heather was like kind of angry at herself, not at Source, but she was angry, like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And then you start second guessing it, and then you get here and you're caught up in it. And as that breeds, that's what turns into violence. And it creates people to do and have crazy things, crazy thoughts. But you don't, all of that doesn't go with you. That's just part of being here on Earth and stuck here. It's so weird because now I can see it's just like this figure over here that you get out of. But as far as death and destruction and all the things that people have done, that's their free will. Also, you have to have that in order for people to know the difference. So you have to have that in this dimension over here. You have to have that because it's nowhere else. Nowhere else do people behave the way they behave except on Earth.
Earth, right.
Yeah, so you have to have that, and you have to come and experience it, and then it's your job. Well, we all have free will, but hopefully it would be your job that you wouldn't want to be part of it. If you are, that's when you're caught on, okay, you're going to have to do this again, and you get to do this until you're pulled up out of that. So the people that created war will come, and then when they leave, we get to reset you, and then when you come back, you get to try it again. And in each cycle, people get better and better and better and come out. And that's where we're trying to get people in this wheel to stop being in the wheel and just like when they come in, if they start behaving that way, make them shift and come into the light. And then we're healing the planet with these herbs, and it's going to be because of the music's infused in them. It's gonna resonate with their vibration, and so it's going to cause them to like all of a sudden wake up and be like, oh, okay, you know, and that'll keep the violence down. That's what those plants are for. That's what those plants are for, is to wake people up.
Beautiful.
Oh, wow. Wow, because it's going to hit your senses. It's going to hit you're going to smell it and feel it. That's why she had the purple. That's why she had the purple come into her.
Oh, at that moment, okay.
Yeah, that's why the purple came into her, because now it's going to be in the plants, and then it's going to cause... I'm glad you asked that question, because now everybody's going to know. I'm glad you asked that. Yeah.
Awesome.
I knew that, but now everybody else will too.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so that's how we're healing the earth.
How will everybody else know it?
When the plants, okay, so you have to be enlightened, and the plants will start healing, and people will just kind of start waking up. All the violence and what's considered the dark and everything, it will bring light. Although the dark is not bad, but here on earth they think it is. So speaking of earth terms, we'll say that they'll be brought out of that dark, and more people will start waking up. And that's why people are coming, but we need to heal who's here too. We need to heal the ones that are here that aren't awake. So we can keep bringing them, but they're coming without any memory. So we need them to start waking up.
Okay.
At some point, we're going to have to bring people that don't, I guess I'm working on this too, where you don't, and that's one thing that really upset me is coming and forgetting. But right now we're not there. Yeah, right now we're not there. That's not even my job. So,
but
your job.
But at one point, people will come in and they won't have forgotten. Is that what you meant?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But that's not my job.
Okay. Okay. What about the concept of like the reptilians and other factions of like non-terrestrial beings that are supposed to be sort of meddling with the planet or controlling it, or that are, you know, with darker intentions, as we call them?
So everybody gets to come. Earth is open, so everybody gets to come. So if they want to come, they're gonna have to face Earth as Earth is too. So let's say you come from a different galaxy and you come in, and you're of the reptilian. You still have to come in Earth form, and you still have to go through the same Earth things. So if they had powers, let's say that Earth people think they have powers, you don't get those. So just like when I came into Heather's body, I didn't have the powers that I have.
Right.
in Heather's body.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing. So people being fearful of it, yes, we all come from all over,
Mm-hmm.
but it's somebody taking knowledge and twisting it.
Mm.
So yes, we get to come from all over. Earth is open.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody gets to come. But now they've twisted and created, because we have to have duality here,
Mm-hmm.
light and dark, good and bad. They've gone far off the deep end about being bad.
Mm.
They're all among us,
Mm-hmm.
and there's nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're safe. Nothing. Conspiracy theories. Heather went down that road. No, it's just people wanting to dwell in that.
In that, okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
They don't have powers here. Nobody has powers.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for explaining that. I was trying to see what
I
else.
need to correct myself. Powers of dark nature.
Okay.
We all have powers.
Right.
Good. We're all good. We're all good beings.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't have powers like to do any harm.
Mm-hmm. What about the intention of, like in Dolores' books, the 3 waves of volunteers that have come here to help the planet ascend? Are there different, galactic beings that don't have the same intention, that do not want to have Earth move up through the frequencies?
Of course, but it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I meant by they don't have powers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Of course they're here. Of course they're trying to do all they can, but it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we love. No, we would never let that happen ever.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're so protected here. It's not going to happen.
What do we do being on the planet now and looking at the devastation that's being committed against nature and against the animals, and how do we deal with that? How do you relate to that? How can you see it in a way that doesn't devastate you?
You have to, first of all, you have to experience it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, you have to understand it, you have to experience it, you have to see it, and then you have to realize that this is Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where they've gotten. I mean, if we go back in time, which I didn't come and spend any time here, so I don't have other lives
Right.
to reflect on, but in learning about everybody else's lives, we've slowly come on this wheel of destruction. Of really, I have to say, like, whenever Heather was little, things were so different, and now that she's going to be 47, how bad things have gotten.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to live through it in order to come up out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people aren't going to, and they're going to stay in it, but you have to be in it, and the only way to see it is to make sure that you keep your vibration high, and you stay up out of it. That's why her going back to the slaughterhouse and doing all that would lower her vibration.
Right.
And like I said, we send out, I don't mean to be rude, we send out things so that people will grab onto it and then raise up out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So your question was to how do you live here with all the destruction?
Yeah, because like for me personally, it makes me very sad. I when I end up sad when I see it all around me, and it's just, yeah. So I was wondering about that, because I think I heard the same in Heather, that it's very upsetting, to see the animals being tortured and killed and used, and the planet just being destroyed, and all the beautiful plant life. I could hear in her experiences that she cares for it the same way I do. So I was wondering about how to be in the midst of that and still not, lower your frequency, I suppose, or not to get caught in the sadness of it.
So what I was just told is, well, that makes me sad to know that now. The animals that are consumed, because I always thought this was different. Animals that are consumed they're taken. So if you can be anything.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're gonna be a pig and you're gonna go to slaughter, you're not that pig anymore. So
you mean you leave that experience?
you leave, yes, So when they're slaughtered, they're not there anymore. This is going to sound so awful to say, but I hope this helps you, because I know it's helping Heather. This body she's in is not hers. It's just this thing that she wears. And that pig is something that is worn. The byproduct that's left is that people consume is dead, in terms of it doesn't have life in it anymore. So it's disgusting to see that even Heather did this, consuming something. It's basically like taking this body when it dies and eating it.
Right.
So you have to see that they're used for a purpose. They're used for enlightenment. They're used to get people to understand, and it's gotten so out of control. The mass production of so many and what's sad is that the more they produce, the more they come to be in them and then leave. But the thing is that if you decide to come as pig and you're gone, it's that quick.
Okay.
So you get to choose.
Okay.
You get to choose, and it's not my sector to know why, because again I've not lived here before. So and Heather has had a hard time trying to understand that part. But please take what is the word? Console. Please be
consoled.
Yes, in knowing that it's for a purpose.
Right. To wake people up.
Earth people try to demonize it.
Okay.
It's disgusting and gross and everything. Being on the side we're on. So, but for us to be able to be okay with it, understand that they chose to come,
right,
and then they're gone.
Okay.
And so Heather, okay, let me put it this way. Heather, the suffering that she's been through, all the stuff she's been through, she put herself through it. All the stuff she put herself through is the same thing that they come in and become a pig, and I've seen. I know what they do to these pigs from beginning to end. I know exactly. I see it right now, and I've seen it. The same thing with the cows. Everything they do, I know all this, but they chose that. So you have to honor their choice.
Their choice.
Yeah, you have to honor it. It's no different from me coming into Heather, me coming into a pig, although that wasn't my purpose.
Right.
So it's that you have to honor them and thank them and be so grateful that we don't consume their leftover body, because that wasn't them.
Right.
Just like Sandrino, she wanted to know about her dog, and Sandrino's been with her for a long time. That's why Sandrino's her partner. Not like that. Her like what did you say? Her
teammate, her spiritual partner.
Yeah. So he came in the dog form. We don't eat him, you know, and nobody's going to eat me when I'm gone.
Right.
So we have to understand that was their choice they made. They made that choice to serve the purpose of bringing people out of what they're in, and it's just gotten out of control with all of it. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
I see it. It's just gotten so out of control. So that's what we're trying to heal. So that's what we're trying to stop. But going and protesting and doing all that, Heather, that's not her sector. She doesn't need to do that anymore. There's other ways that we're going to get it. Oh, thank you. We're going to get away from it. Yes, it does have to stop all the mass production of it. Yeah. But you have to understand that was their choice.
Okay.
And you have to honor it. And the best thing to do is like when Heather goes to the market, now instead of being appalled, she thanks,
honors these beings,
even though that those parts of their leftover bodies, not them. Same
but
thing.
It's a reminder. Reminder. Yeah.
Yes, but bring awareness to getting. People need to bring awareness to healthy eating and getting off of don't eat meat, because that pisses people off.
Right.
So that's what she's going to have to do. Okay.
To switch focus, to inspire more in that way.
Yeah.
What about did you say that, the pig is not, it's like a suit to be worn, and does the soul or the being or the person leave before it gets slaughtered? Is that what you meant?
Yes. So they have to, just like Heather came into that body, they come into that body. And so the baby pig is born, they're in that body, and they have to live through the horrendous, oh my gosh, so much worse than any kind of human has ever lived. And then once they get to the point of, like I said, again, it's not morbid. So once they reach the point of going into the gas chamber, Heather's seen that. Once they go in there, they're gone. So the flailing around and the squealing is leftover. There's no pain.
Okay, so that's what I was wondering. What's the animating force that makes the body do that?
It's residual. It's like when somebody cuts a head off a snake and the snake still flops around.
Right.
Muscle memory.
Right.
Or just So that disturbs Heather to listen to the squealing and stuff.
Exactly. Yes.
But they do talk to each other. They do talk to one another. They're very intelligent. They do when they squeal and all that. She knew all that. But when they go in there to get killed, they have no feeling, and they don't linger and look and do. No, they're immediately gone. And if they're on the wheel of karma, they go back and they get to be done away with. But it's a choice. It's definitely a choice. They made that choice. Nobody gets forced into that.
Right. Okay. You said they talk to each other before the squealing and everything, or what do you mean?
Yes, they have their language. They speak to one another, and they know, and they know.
What
they
they're
have
there
more
for.
sense of telepathy than we do. So telepathically, they speak amongst each other more.
Okay.
Than any human. So they're able to sit and speak to one another, and they know.
Okay.
They absolutely know.
All right. Okay, so I get very involved in this now, but what if you were to drive past a truck full of cows that are on their way to slaughter? Is there anything that you can do or that they would be helped with?
Send them energy of love and light and thank them.
Okay.
Yes, thank them for they don't see their body being eaten as I just lost my arm or leg and now they're eating it.
Right.
Like
people would
do here. Yeah. So just sending them love and light and letting them know we thank them for they're serving a purpose
for their mission.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for explaining that. That's very helpful. I'm sorry if I was going off subject here. This is okay. All right. Can you explain to me, it's like when you're on the wheel of karma, what determines if you're on the wheel of karma?
You do.
You do.
Mm-hmm. You decide if you want to stay here.
Okay.
Karma is not karma. Karma is a word that's been created, and it's a word that people have created to be bad.
Yeah.
So what it simply means is, let's take the pig for example, and you go back to source. We all have missions. So I can speak of me wanting to do this mission. Nothing else appealed to me, and these were my passions. So speaking for whoever came into the pig and their passion to do it would have to do with any kind of past let's say that I wasn't the ranking that I'm ranked at, and I got to come back. I could come back as a pig if I wanted to. I don't have I'm in a higher rank, you're in a higher rank. We wouldn't have to. There would be no purpose for us.
We've already worked through that experience, you mean?
No, we didn't. Well, I can only speak for me. I didn't, because I'm trying to search you, but that's not right. That's wrong for me to do.
Okay.
Of course I could. I came from source and I'm a worker and wanted to do this. People that choose to come into animals are more of the people that have lived a life go back and want to be done. Be done. And then you don't have to, because they've accumulated things here that they've done. You do get reprimanded. You in a sense of, you didn't get that right, you're not in trouble, but you're going to go back. So I see them over here, and so here they are, and they go back, and here we are over here, and we don't. So like there's a separation. Even though we've come here on Earth, there's us over here and them over there. And so then they go back and they get to decide what they want to do. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Because I've seen that difference between working with people in this process, where some of them, they seem to almost like they don't have a lot of say in that they go back, or that there's some kind of other, something deciding over them almost, or combined with them, but still there's a pressing to go back. And there's other ones that just kind of like fly around the galaxy and just drop in every now and then, do what they're to do, and then off they go.
And they don't want to elevate. They don't want to be over here with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're okay.
They're trying something else out.
Yeah. Everybody has free will, and we want to do this.
Okay.
And they want to do that. So whatever they're trying to do in the earth, maybe they're trying to come as a pig, and the next time, come as an activist. I don't know. That's just my earthly way of trying to say it. But for us, we knew exactly. We're over here.
Right.
We're sectioned off over here, and they're over here, and it's okay. They can come over and decide to take on, but this might sound awful. Their lower vibration is a nice way to put it. They choose to stay. Yeah, and you know what? That's why even more so we need to honor them, because they are so low vibrational. We want them. We want them to come out of that. We don't want them to stay there. Yeah.
You mean those people? You mean?
Yeah, we don't want them to stay over there. We want them to elevate out of it. They don't have to come and do what we want to do. But some people like being over there. Yeah, some people like it.
So just send love and to honor that experience. Okay. You just mentioned that it would be wrong for you to source my experience. Why is that wrong?
Oh, well, I don't mind.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay, now I was just wondering, not to take up any time from me, but I was wondering if there's some kind of decree or a rule or a law or something.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We're friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It was just...
in fact, your sector, if we were to rank it, and it's in a wheel, I'm over here, Earth terms would be between 3 and 6 o'clock, and you're between 6 and 9 o'clock in that sector, if you were to look at it as a wheel and divide it. So I'm over here and you're over here, and we have different jobs. I feel your ranking is higher, but we don't have the same job, but what you do in my terms would be considered a step over.
Oh, interesting. All right. Oh, well, thanks for explaining. I don't know what else to ask. Let's see. Is there anything else that we need to touch on regarding Heather? Is there anything that hasn't been said that needs to be addressed?
She's on the right path. She knows what she has to do. She has been lazy, and now she has the energy to do it. She's stopped the self-loathing because now she knows.
Okay.
And she's ready, and we're going to let her remember going.
Going where?
When she leaves here.
Okay. When she leaves today, you mean?
Just when she's out, when she's separate from Earth Heather.
Okay.
She'll get to remember. because now we need the three of them to come together.
Right. Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you. You said that you're not in Earth, Heather, and that you're also not on the new Earth. Where are you right now?
I'm in between waiting. So I'm in between waiting for her, and I'm the in between. So she's here on Earth, and I need her to understand that she's going to get over here. So I'm in between because until she takes the step with me to go over here, I have to stay here.
Okay.
We're going to come together.
What's the in-between look like? What is it like for you?
I'm free. I'm free, and it's comforting, it's purple, it's soothing, it's beautiful. It's what you would consider on Earth dark, but it's beautiful because I am light. I am the light where I'm at. I'm not the light, but I am light where I'm at. It would be considered limbo.
Oh.
Yeah, you would call that limbo here. You would consider that, yeah.
But not with the same religious connotations.
Oh, no.
In terms of like in a holding space, waiting to be judged, or I don't know what it is.
Oh no,
okay.
No, this is beautiful.
Good.
I want to be here. I can be anywhere I want.
Okay.
I want to be here in limbo because I still get to go wherever I want.
Okay.
But right now, where Heather's at, she needs me to be closer.
Yes.
So for a while, I'll be very close with her, and it'll be like kind of holding her hand because she's going to feel that I'm still going to go do what I need to do because I'm the one that gets to go over here and I'm the one that gets to go over here.
Good.
And until she can do that, I have to be right here.
Gotcha.
And that's how I get to still work over here, but I still got to accomplish stuff here. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Thank you. So does her father know that she loves him and misses him so very much?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Will she get to see her father again?
She sees him every day.
She does?
Yeah.
How does she see him?
Well, that's a part where she's upset. And here she is crying again. That's the part that she's upset because I keep that divide.
Yes.
She wants past that divide, but she can't do it yet. That's why she knows he's over there. But she has to stay here. She'll get to see him again. She sees him all the time, but she wants to be aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she sees him when she leaves her conscious experience, you mean?
I see him, but she also gets to see him.
Okay.
Yeah, I see him all the time. But she sees him and she knows it. But I'm gonna fix that. I'll fix it. It's time for her to. She knows he's not gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for fixing that. Okay. Yeah. She wants to know why she chose this family.
Because it's her family.
Including her mom?
She doesn't want it to be, but yeah. But it's not. Her mom's not her mom in a sense of her mom. But she's in the sector. And we're all one. So she's in between 3 and 6, and she's in that sector. Although she gets caught up in trying to figure out a lot, and she needs to stop and just let it be.
You mean Heather?
Yeah. Yeah. Heather needs to just quit trying to figure that out and let it be, because this is Earth and this is what had to happen and this was the experience in Earth. Because when you get over there in our sector, none of that matters. We're all one and we're all loving.
Right.
And so that is her family. She's not her mom there. We're just all family.
Okay.
We're all even in the whole circle of our sector where we're at, we're all family. We get to see each other, even you and I. But there's more like in our little sector, in my team is my family. But it's not my mom, my dad, or any of that. We're just a team. But then when we came here,
you took on different roles.
Right. And I was Heather, and she chose to be Denise, and then of course Source, which Dad is Source. So he went back.
Right.
He's not in our sector. He went back
To Source. Okay.
Yeah.
What about how does Heather, relate to her mom in the physical realm, in the earth realm? How does she move forward? Because it's been strange. She finds it difficult. What's the way forward in this relationship for her?
She needs to be honest, and it's not her job to enlighten her either. Just be calm and honest and forthcoming. And you don't have to fix her. You're not here to fix her. She's going to go back to the sector, so it's not like I have to make
it happen for her.
Right. She goes back to the sector. We all go back. Same thing with her brother and her sister, or all of that. We go back. So whatever reason, whatever happened to cause the family dynamic, and here again, when we came at different times, obviously in Earth, because somebody had to be older and to have me, right? In Earth terms, although I wasn't born.
Right, but the body needed to be created.
Right, same thing. Yeah, the body had to be created, and then so we'll all go back, and I don't know. I can't speak for I can speak for Joe, because I know he went to Source and he didn't have any other lives. But Denise, I think she's been here much longer, and that's what created her personality, which that's
different story.
Yeah, and the same thing with her brother and sister.
Oh, same thing with the brother and sister.
Yeah, I don't want to tap into that and get down that road, but I could. So that's what created their personality and why we all act the way we do, although we all came from that sector. Okay.
And so regarding her mom, it's to be forthcoming, not from a place of trying to fix her mom, just to be in her own authenticity.
Yes.
For Heather to be there, okay. And to let her mom be with her own responses and reactions to that.
Yes.
Okay. What about her? You mentioned the siblings. Is there anything else that she needs to do with her siblings, especially her sister?
That's healing itself too.
Okay.
She has to come into the realization, and she's getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why did Taylor and Mason choose her to be their mom?
Heather needed the experience of getting to where she's at now. So she needed, none of this would happen if she would have gone on a different path. If she would have done, she daydreams about having this perfect life, but there's a misconception of manifesting here on Earth. So you can sit there and try to manifest, but when we need you to do something, you're gonna fall more for that. We have free will, but so for her to sit and daydream about anything other than the way it went, that's the way we needed it to go. We directed it, but yet she had free will to choose if that's the way it was going to go. Her children came; they have their own purpose. I don't get to speak about that because I'm being shut down.
Yes. That's okay.
Yeah, I'm being shut down off of Taylor and Mason, and I don't even know where they came from, because they're going to have to come to their understanding and then tell Heather, because then Heather will dwell on it.
Right.
But they came, and she had to do that to get them here, and we know each other. Yeah, we do. We know. That's so weird, but we know each other, and they had to come, and they wanted to come, and that's the means they had to come, was from me. But it's weird on Earth when you try to put it in Earth terms, because there it's not a big deal to come, but then when you start thinking about Earth, you're like, oh, I had to give birth to my daughter, but then back home she's not my daughter. Right. So Earth is so weird. Right. But I had to be the conduit for them to come.
Understood.
Yeah, because we had to have that creation.
And what you just mentioned, that things had to go the way they had to in order for Heather to get to the point where she's now. That includes being a single parent. She was wondering about that.
Absolutely, absolutely, because the rebellious, her wanting to do it her way, it could have been easier, but it is the way it is. She chose that hard path.
Okay. And
she's known it. She's known that she's chose this hard path because she needs those experiences. Everything is so some people get experience by going to school and having these degrees. That's for them. Heather has these experiences because the people that have the degrees and the knowledge of Earth get to take that with them. Heather gets to take the experiences and take that with her. And so one is not better than the other. It's just that we need all of that to go where we're going.
Okay.
Yeah, so she can't, she's constantly comparing herself to other people, and there's no comparison.
She's a unique expression, a unique being. What about this vision that she had where she felt she had this purple light over her head and she was healing people?
She's a healer.
She's a healer?
Yes, she does that everywhere she goes, regardless. It's just part of her being. Her
circuitry? What about her DNA? Does her DNA need any upgrading or changes?
No, she was worried about that because it's at its full potential.
It is its full potential.
Yes,
okay, good.
And she has been worried about that.
Okay, good. Glad I addressed it. You mentioned Sandrina earlier on. She wanted to know who this is and will he always be with her?
He's always been with her. Yeah, it's you would say like a compadre.
Yes.
Yeah, that's her. And he won't. He came at the right time, but he's always been with her in different forms. And
he was with her in a dog form, you mean?
He's here as a dog, but the flat barren earth that we're going to go back. He's going to go back, so he'll go back, and then we're going to get back together because he'll leave. He will leave, but then we'll get to see each other when we go back.
To the new earth, you mean?
So we'll leave here, and we're going to go back to our sector, and then we're going to go, because we're going to take what's from Earth, and we're going to leave Earth, and we're going to go to our sector, we're going to go to the new Earth, and I'm going to take all that, and then he's going to join when we go heal, because we haven't given up on that planet. So we're going to go back and heal that. So he's always with her. He's always with her.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you said the flat barren earth. That's a different planet where everything turned brown. And it's flat, you said. It's not round like Earth.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Interesting. Is that in what dimensional plane is that planet in?
It's far away. It's really far away.
Is it in third dimension density, or is it in a different density?
It's a different dimension.
Okay.
Yeah.
Completely different. Interesting. All right. So this is good to know for her that Sandrina will always be with her.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because it's something that we can worry about.
Yeah, and he came. He's not been here before either. So he came, and then we'll go. Yeah, he'll always be with her.
Okay, good. Talking about it, could I ask a question about my cat?
Okay.
Yeah, so I love my cat so very much, and I'm worried about him leaving, or that I'll have to leave him behind because I might die before him, or the other way around. I'm just always worried about him and his well-being. Like, will I be connected to him? Will he come with me when I go to the new Earth? Will he come with me, or will he be in a different?
Yes. You'll go to your sector, and he'll be there.
He'll be there. Okay.
He'll be in your sector, and then so Earth, sector, new Earth, and that's where it's at.
Okay. So the sector is not on new Earth. It's a different.
Oh, I'm sorry. Our sector is where we all come. So we all go to our sector. So we're here on Earth, and then we go to our sector, and it's kind of like, I guess you would call us our office, or we all go in, and we're all in there, and we all talk about what's going on, and then we get to go to the new earth. So if I bring my not only my experiences, but I bring my plants, and we all bring what we've been doing. So you're working on something else, which I don't know what it is, but you're working on something. We bring it, we all talk, and you're in your sector, we're here, and then we get to kind of see each other. It reminds me of Heather got to go to Google, and how everybody had this community, this sense of riding bikes, and it's so huge. And that's kind of how it is, but it's a circle, and we're in its quarters. But then we get to go outside and do other things, but then that's just kind of like our holding place. And then we go to the new earth and we work on that, but we're still here. So the new earth isn't ready, and it's going to be a little bit, but we're almost there. We're trying to get everything else. There's already so many people have already been working on it though. So we're just part of the team, but we get to go and kind of hang out, and then we get to go to the new earth. But yes, your cat will be there. He goes with you all the time. He goes with you at night. He goes with you at night. You go during the day too, and you travel together. Sometimes he goes without you, and sometimes you go without him. But when he does go from this realm, he's there, and he's just hanging out with everybody. And then you'll go to the new earth together. Yeah, so you won't be separate.
Oh, thank God. Okay, thank you for telling me.
And you will be you will understand, because he has things he's doing. So you can't make him stay here. Like I just realized Sandrino's going to go, but I can't make him stay because he has to go do his part.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where the earth people get caught up in not understanding their jobs. Have to keep going. Right.
Okay, thank you for explaining.
Because I don't want my family to be upset, which Taylor and Mason won't. My mom will be gone, and then when I go, Taylor and Mason will be fine. They'll understand that my time has come.
It's coming. Okay. All right. Why are Amy, Sean, and Phoenix in her life?
They're from my sector. Yeah, they're from my sector.
And they will remain friends?
Oh, yes. Oh, we've been friends for a very long time, and it pains Heather to watch. I feel like I got here so much sooner, yet we're close in age. Sean, not so much. Amy is younger, but Sean's, we're definitely from the same sector, and she seems not slow, but much younger in understanding. That's I guess.
This is Amy?
So I had to go and help with that. Heather, in Heather's form, I went, and then now I've made Heather step back, and because you got to let free will happen, and she has to have her own experiences. I'm a mother hen, and so I tried to go over there and mother her, and Heather was trying to do everything, but it's all worked out now.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for explaining. So normally I structure this process where I talk to the higher self, or what we call the subconscious mind. Is that what I've been doing, or is that something that I need to check in right now?
I am I'm the higher self.
That's what I thought. Yes. I just want to make sure. I didn't want to cut it short, so. But is there anything else before we go that you need to be bringing forward? Is there anything else that you needed to know?
No. No, I'm going to make sure that Heather's not sad.
Okay.
When we leave, from that, because I'm always here, and I'm going to be closer, and she's going to feel that and understand that. I want her to know, she's not alone.
Okay, thank you for that. Will she have any emotional aftermath? Will she feel a certain way, one way or another?
Because she's on Earth, she's trying to feel sad, but I'm going to feed in a vibration of love and understanding and calm, and let's get this going, and let's do this, and she will do that.
Wonderful. And so you've lined up for her a new job for her in construction for now, but also this other part with working with cannabis is going to emerge. She'll meet the right people. That's going to just, it's on the rails. It just, one thing will happen after another and she'll find herself there.
Yes.
And is this where she gets to fulfill what she's most passionate about?
Yes. All the earthly things that she, wants to do is grabbing at straws. She's tried to create, because everybody on Earth tells her you have to have this manifest your destiny, but in reality, if you don't line up with your true self and you've manifested, then that's where people become sad and they have everything that the world thinks that is wonderful, but yet they're not fulfilled.
Exactly.
So Heather would be grabbing at things that would not fulfill her in order to try to find fulfillment.
Right.
So this will fulfill her.
Thank you.
This will bring her joy, and especially now that she knows that it's multi-dimensional properties that need to be grown.
Okay. Wonderful. All right. What about a name for that strain? You said it's not going to be Joe, but there might be another name for it.
It's going to have it's going to start with a J. I know it has JOE in it, but I don't know. I can't see. It'll start with a J though. I do know that. She just wanted to call it Joe. I guess maybe a nickname or something, but because of her dad. But
right.
I think she thought that was funny.
Okay. All right. Is it okay to complete this process now?
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much for helping her like you did today, giving her all the information and the healing that you provided as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. So now I am asking the subconscious that I've been speaking with to recede to where it belongs. With much love and much thanks for all the help and information has been giving Heather today. I know she's really going to appreciate it. And I want the entities from the other lives that we were speaking with to also recede into the past, to the time where they belong. With much love and much thanks for the information they have given us. And remember, the things you are watching are from the past. They belong in the past, and we will leave them in the past. We only brought them forward as a curiosity to learn from, to have information to help with the present lifetime. In that way they're valuable and have importance. But as Heather listens to the recording and goes over the material and puts it into place, it will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. That is very important. It will not bother her in any way, mentally or physically. Now, I want all of the consciousness and personality of Heather to once again return and fully integrate back into the body completely. Now, all of the consciousness and personality of Heather is once again fully integrated back into the body, replacing all the other parts we were speaking to. Now I want Heather to move up through time and through space, and orient yourself back into the present day and time. This is May 25th, 2019. You're lying here on the bed in Los Angeles in Valley Village, and you just had a very interesting experience. And I want you to remember that the present life you're living now is the most important life of all, because it is the one that you're focused on at the present time. Any information we can find in this way is valuable, but it will not bother you in any way, mentally or physically, as you understand it and put it into place. That is very important. It will not bother you in any way. Now in a moment, I'm going to count to 10, and on the count of 10, you will be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over, as though you've had a nice nap, a nice sleep. You will feel truly rested and refreshed. Anytime you do this, it will always be an enjoyable experience. Now follow me up as we go, and on the count of 10, you will be wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. 1, 2, you're beginning to breathe a little faster. Your blood is beginning to circulate a little faster because you're beginning to wake up now. 3, 4, you're becoming aware of the physical body. Very much aware of the physical body. You can move your arms and legs around to get the muscles working and the blood circulating, because it gets tiring laying in one position like that. we're getting everything moving again because you're very much aware of the physical body. You're focused on it now because you're beginning to wake up now. 5, 6, you're becoming aware of the sounds in the room and the sounds outside of this room. You are very much aware of your physical surroundings. You're oriented back here in this time, in this place, and you're beginning to wake up now. 7, 8, you're coming up very nicely now, very nicely. 9, 10, wide awake, feeling wonderful all over. Hey Heather! Wow, what a journey!
Wow.
That was amazing.
I was out there.
You were.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
That was amazing.
Were you sort of looking at it from a distance and thinking, what the hell's this? Or
No,
was
it
it
was awesome.
good?
Yeah. It wasn't what I expected at all.
Nice. Well, I think that's good because it was such an amazing, it looked amazing to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you want some tissue?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Take your time getting up. Hold on.
Okay.
What a wonderful integrative
Thank you.
experience. It was amazing.
Oh. Wow. That was fun.
I didn't expect that neither. That was great.
I've been there a lot.
You recognize it?
Uh-huh.
Yes. Yeah. Do you know when you were there?
I go there all the time. I think I go there every night.
Mm-hmm.
So I do a lot of work.
You do.
Yeah. I do a lot of work. Here I thought I was just being lazy.